What if the creature sleeping right now at the end of your bed isn't just a pet, but a spiritual guardian who chose you long before you were born? What if the strange moments when your dog stares at empty corners, growls at the invisible, or suddenly appears next to you exactly when your emotions collapse, are not coincidences at all? This is the same question Edgar Cayce, the sleeping prophet, asked nearly 80 years ago. He claimed that dogs would be the first beings on Earth to awaken during humanity's rise to a higher vibration. And now, the signs he predicted are appearing everywhere. Cayce described dogs as four-legged antennas, able to sense emotions, energy shifts, and even spiritual entities long before humans perceive them. According to him, dogs were designed to accompany humanity through transitions, cosmic cycles, and vibrational leaps. During the Earth's energetic transformation, he said, they would awaken in 3 waves, and the first wave is happening right now. People across the world are reporting the same pattern. Dogs staring at corners as if they see someone. Dogs refusing to let their owners leave home on dangerous days. Dogs shaking, whining, or pacing before emotional breakdowns, arguments, or tragedies. Dogs appearing next to you at the exact moment your heart breaks. Scientists call these behavioral anomalies. Cayce called them the early signs of canine awakening. In the first wave, dogs activate their emotional radar. Their sensitivity increases dramatically. They know when you're stressed before your body even produces stress hormones. They sense sadness before you shed a tear. They detect danger before anything physical occurs. Veterinarians and researchers have documented a sharp rise in dogs showing unusual intuition since the early 2000s, and the pattern matches Cayce's timeline exactly. He predicted that during global crises, rapid technological shifts, and mass spiritual awakenings, dogs would begin to transform, not physically, energetically. This awakening isn't dramatic, it begins subtly. Your dog follows you more closely. They refuse to leave your side at night. They react strangely to certain people. They sense energetic tension in certain rooms. They become restless before emotional events. They comfort you in moments no one knows about. These are not random. These are activations. Cayce described this stage as the return of ancient bond, the moment dogs reclaim their role as sole companions rather than animals. This is just the beginning. Wave 2 will unlock a power far deeper, telepathic communication. But before we get there, you need to understand that if your dog has been acting differently lately, more clingy, more aware, more emotionally tuned in, it's not your imagination, it's the prophecy unfolding. The first wave of this canine awakening is what Cayce called the opening of the emotional field. In this stage, dogs activate a level of intuition that goes far beyond scent, sound, or instinct. Their nervous system begins to sync with the emotional frequency of the humans they love. Researchers worldwide have observed that dogs now respond to emotions even before they appear physically. For example, dogs become agitated hours before panic attacks. Some stand guard at the door before arguments start. Many begin pacing or whining before someone receives bad news. Dogs detect hidden fear even when the owner is smiling. They pick up early vibrations of illness before symptoms appear. This isn't psychology, this is energy detection. Cayce predicted that dogs would develop hypersensitivity to emotional fields, making them able to detect tension, disease, and danger even in the earliest energetic form. In this stage, dogs show unusual behaviors such as staring at places where emotional imprints exist, sleeping at the exact spot where someone cried earlier, sitting beside a person before they break down, walking through the house at night as if scanning the energy, becoming anxious hours before major family events. Scientists studying the connection between dogs and humans call this limbic mirroring. Cayce called it soul alignment. He believed dogs were acting as stabilizers during energetic turbulence on Earth. Their presence softens emotional fields, absorbs tension, and brings balance. Some dogs even show the ability to sense health problems. There are documented cases of dogs detecting tumors long before medical tests. Others identify seizures, blood sugar drops, or emotional collapse. But Cayce said this is only the first wave. In the second wave, now beginning to happen, dogs activate a much deeper ability: telepathic connection. In the second wave, dogs move from emotional sensing to true telepathic communication. Cayce said, "When the heart opens, the mind follows. Dogs will hear thoughts before words." Modern research supports this. In thousands of documented cases, dogs anticipate their owner's actions not through routine, but through intention itself. Dogs wait at the door the moment their owner thinks of coming home. Military dogs show distress exactly when their owners face danger overseas. Dogs obey commands that were never spoken, only thought. Some dogs arrive beside their owner at the exact second sadness begins. Others wake up seconds before nightmares or panic attacks. This is not instinct. This is telepathic synchrony. In Duke University's famous experiments, brainwave scans showed synchronized neural activity between dogs and their owners, even when separated by walls. In other words, dogs are beginning to hear thoughts. Signs your dog is entering the second wave. They come to you before you call them. They react to emotions you hide. They appear when you silently ask for comfort. They anticipate your decisions. They wake up and follow you without any signal. They obey mental commands accidentally. Cayce described this as the remembrance. Dogs are remembering who they were thousands of years ago, empathic companions, guardians of consciousness, emotional protectors. And if your dog has recently become more intelligent, more aware, more synchronized with you, it's because their mind is awakening. But wave 3 is even more extraordinary. Dogs begin purifying energy and protecting homes from negative fields. If you want part 4 to 6 and more deep spiritual content like this, make sure you subscribe right now. You won't want to miss what's coming next. In the third wave, dogs activate what Cayce called the shield of light. This is when dogs start cleansing emotional fields, removing heavy residual energies, and protecting their homes spiritually. Reports worldwide show identical patterns. Dogs refusing to enter certain rooms. Dogs pacing in areas where arguments happened. Dogs performing night patrols through houses. Dogs trembling, yawning, or shaking after absorbing negative energy. Dogs lying on specific spots connected to grief or trauma. Dogs staring at corners associated with past events. Energy healers refer to these behaviors as empathic transmutation. Cayce said dogs are filtering the emotional atmosphere of the home. Hospitals report therapy dogs who detect rooms filled with heavy emotions. They stay outside until the energy shifts, then they enter. Grieving families notice that dogs sleep exactly where the emotional pain is strongest. Rescued dogs instinctively cleanse their new homes the moment they arrive. Cayce believed that in this stage, dogs protect not just the body, but the soul. They absorb fear, loneliness, tension, and sadness, then expel it through physical reactions. Deep breaths, full body shakes, sudden naps, loud yawns, shaking their paws, drinking water compulsively. These are not random, they're energy-clearing mechanisms. But the fourth wave is even more extraordinary. Dogs begin sensing the future itself. In the fourth wave, dogs gain what Cayce called future sense activation. This is the stage where dogs warn their humans about events before they happen. This has been documented globally. Dogs alarmed hours before earthquakes. Dogs waking families minutes before fires. Dogs pacing before heart attacks. Dogs blocking doors on dangerous days. Dogs crying before breakups, deaths, or tragedies. Dogs saving children from fatal events with perfect timing. One of the most famous cases occurred in Brazil, where a dog named Baia woke her family at midnight, dragged them toward the nursery, and saved a suffocating infant. This was not instinct. This was premonition. Construction workers around the world report dogs preventing them from entering unsafe areas, minutes before collapses. Energy researchers believe dogs sense energetic disturbances in the timeline. Cayce said, "They see the storm before it forms. They feel the disaster before it arrives." This stage is not about fear, it's about guidance and protection. But the final wave, Wave 5, is the most sacred of all. It's where humans and dogs form a spiritual bond that survives even death. In the fifth and final wave, dogs and humans enter what Cayce called the luminous bond, a soul connection that transcends physical form. In this stage, something extraordinary happens. Humans begin sensing their dog's emotions intuitively. Owners feel sudden sadness when their dog is struggling. Humans get energetic boosts from their dog's presence. People receive messages from dogs through dreams. Dogs guide humans toward decisions, relationships, or warnings. The relationship becomes spiritually reciprocal. This is the highest form of the awakening. Cayce said dogs in this stage become soul companions, beings who incarnated specifically to help their humans grow, heal, and evolve. People report changing life paths because of a dog's behavior, ending harmful relationships after a dog's reaction, avoiding accidents after a dog blocked their way, feeling their dog's presence even miles away, receiving intuitive messages from their pet. In this wave, the dog is no longer just a guardian. They become a guide, a partner in emotional evolution, a protector of the soul, a being of light in physical form. Cayce believed these dogs chose their humans with intention, purpose, and spiritual mission. So now the question that ends this entire journey: has your dog ever done something that felt spiritual, impossible, or beyond logic? What was it?